Hi everybody, this is LCC 150D, Statistics for Informed Decision Making. This is just a short lesson on the research article assignment and exactly why and what it is and so on. Some of you have emailed me and asked me exactly what is a peer-reviewed article and so on. So first of all, let me explain why the article is, or the assignment is given. Let me get to the rubric here. The assignment is given to give you an idea of what scholarly research is, as opposed to just journalistic or newspaper research or articles. A scholarly research means that a person will write an article and send it to a journal. A journal will send it out to a bunch of people. They're called peers. And these peer reviewers read the article and make their comments. Being a professor here at USM, I have to do this all the time. So I'll write an article, send it to a journal, and people who are considered my peers, that can be questionable, will read the article, make a decision whether it's good, bad, whatever, or have to rewrite it, and so on. Once it gets accepted in the journal and published, then I can say that my peers have reviewed my data, my research, and have accepted it as being worthwhile. Medical profession does this quite often. The medical profession will do some research on a drug or a treatment plan, and then write an article, and that has to be reviewed very diligently by their peers. And if it's not accepted by the peers, then it doesn't get published, and it becomes just rumors or hearsay. So here's an example of a rubric of the research article here, and you can see that here are the parts that are important. This is each reviewed article. I'm right here is worth a total of 20 points, so 5 articles gives you 100 points. And the first thing is that this is a scholarly peer-reviewed research. Notice it's an APA format. If you're not sure what APA format is, learn. All right? You have to learn that. This is the APA format for journal articles. And what I want from this assignment is that you're going to just write down a bit, the paragraph, this is the paragraph here, on what the article means. I don't need to read the 20 pages that you did. That's your job. But tell me exactly what it is, a short synopsis. And then give me a couple of sentences, another paragraph on why you chose this. All right, why you chose this particular one. So that's the rubric. Now let me give you an example of the article that's a research article here, if I can find my... Here's the University of Southern Maine, LAC website. Doesn't matter if it's LAC. I'm going to go to the library. And in the library, there are a lot of resources, and I'm going to do some research. I'm going to find a journal. So here's one of the things that you can do, find articles and more. So the databases are here, and you have all of these databases that you want. Okay, now it just asks indexes and add databases. The Academic Search Complete is probably the best one to go to. And you will get all of this Boolean is type of math, but you've done this before if you've done any library research. And let's look up exercise in the brain. Okay, let's see, does exercise help the brain? I am interested in health and exercise, so that's one of the things I want to check out. You should check out these articles that really interest you, not something that will interest me. So if you're into communications, or you're into a math area, or you're into exercise, or you're into your kids, or do you want to drive and text at the same time, maybe look at the research and see what it tells you. So before you do the search, then you can try to put down the full text, so you'll get the full article. Scholarly peer-reviewed journals. Okay, I explained that. You don't have to put the publication, because that'll give you a general one. And that's basically it. So you can search for them. And then as soon as the search comes up, find things that are interesting to you. As you can tell, I've done a little bit of this before. So changes in EEG during graded exercise on a recumbent cycle ergometer. Easier said than done. So I click it on, and here we go. Here are the authors. There are 4 authors in this journal article. Here's the source, the journal article. Here's the date, and so on. Okay, and then you have an abstract. When you do your research article paper at the end of the semester, you'll have an abstract as well. This assignment also gives you an idea of how to write your own paper. Up here is PDF full text. So now you can get the whole document. And there it is. And documents usually look like this. They usually, peer-reviewed documents have an abstract, which is a short explanation, sort of like the teaser. It's like, why should I continue reading this? So I'll read this and get an idea, a general summary of the entire paper. There's an introduction in this paper, and it goes on forever. Now, here's an example of an article that is not from a research paper. And I'll go into the health section of the New York Times. And over here, saw this, phys ed, brains and brawn. So in other words, do people who exercise get smarter? All right? This is just an article. It's from a newspaper. And what this author did, Gretchen Reynolds did, is that she took some research. So she's sort of doing what you're doing for this assignment. She took some research and found some research from researchers from Brazil and from Japan over here. So that's an example there. Let me give you one that does give you an article that you can use, and it's at least a place to start. Video games and the depressed teenager. Okay? Really happy thoughts for you moms and dads out there. So here's an article, and here it is, the latest study published Monday in the journal Pediatrics. Okay, so that gives you a clue that this is a journal article here, not the New York Times. And some of these you do have to be a member of Pediatrics or the official journal and so on. Sometimes you can get the archives. If you like this article, you may be able to go back to the University of Southern Maine site, do the search with those articles, and do that. So that's hopefully the idea of this research article assignment. It should look like this, and take care.